Warning, 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 warning.
This is a Emergency Broadcast. Code Red, Code Red, Code Red, here we are. Pick up your iPads, your cell phones, and have me and listen to Uncle the Podcast. Watch out. If you're sitting down for this, or if you're standing up, you better get ready for this, because it's gonna hit the eardrums. Uncle the Podcast.
You are listening to Uncle the Broadcast. My name's Aaron. I'm the nephew-in-law. Here with me is the star of the show, Uncle.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. 260. What?
Okay.
60 something.
It is, I'm playing around with the knobs here.
Yeah.
Wow, Sidekick.
Sidekick, doing it again.
That's like 3 shows in a row. Sidekick is not ready with the number there.
Oh, 254.
254.
Yeah,
I was off. I thought it was going to be 260.
Hey.
254. We're here.
254, we're here. We're getting close to 260. I don't want to know what that number was.
Closing in on it. We're excited.
And really quickly, guys, whoever the caller from Nevada was that tried to get into the show just now, you disappeared off the line.
Oh, Nevada?
Yeah.
So call him in. Let him come in. Hello?
No, Uncle.
So
what I'm saying is, they were on the line. I was about ready to let you know they were there, and they went away. So by all means, guy, call back in. You dropped off the line. I didn't hang up on you. So call back in on the regular phone line, which is 319-527-5016, 319-527-5016, and
that would be my second caller, because I know I got one on the line now.
Well, that's the thing. We got one waiting on Skype to talk to you already, Uncle. So
I know. That's what I just said.
Aaron, we got to get rolling here. Let's go with the comedy hour, right?
This is Comedy Hour. Now, here we are. We're in the Comedy Hour. This is the hour for the comedy show.
It is. We're
So everybody who ever wants to talk, you know the number. Call it up. Chuck will connect you. Hello?
319-527-5016.
37196.
Or Skype on in. Charles Kelly.
Skype it on.
Skype will...
I say Skype it on. Don't always listen here.
Yeah, Skyping on. I like that. Yeah, I like that. But let's go to our first caller.
Let's go for the first caller. It is...
who we got, Uncle?
It's north of the border.
Up in calling from Canada.
Canada. Hey, what's up with you?
Hello.
I get these callers.
Greetings,
there. What's happening?
You got me on the line. I was thinking when you're mentioning on the line, you're kind of like a verbal fisherman.
Yes, that's it.
You're talking to the people out there, and you're in the sea. You got your voice going out to the digital sea, and then you're attempting to get people on the line, and then reel them in.
Well, then I got a nice line fish here. Here. Where's the pole? What's the bait we're gonna use though? We got a light bait here. Let's go.
Yeah,
come on, people. Call in. You have to hustle it.
The bait is the comedy
show.
And the shirts. I see you guys aren't wearing shirts today. What's that? What's with that white shirt you got on, Uncle?
Oh, what's going on with the shirts?
Plain white, because I'm still waiting on these two. I have reasons why I'm not wearing mine.
Oh, you got reason.
And you should know why too, Sidekick.
Actually,
I'm
quite proud of the fact that I'm wearing a Bumming with Bobcat T-shirt.
Cool.
So
okay.
If people watching the live stream can see that. The
See,
Bumming
he
with
doesn't
Bobcat
understand.
T-shirt.
Did you guys? I meant to ask you. Did you guys recently record with Bumming with Bobcat over there? Because and another quick mention.
We did the one. Yeah. We did the one with him.
Yeah, how recent it is. Another quick mention, though, by all the metaphors that just flew around here, I guess a robin becomes a fish.
Yeah, he's a fish. He's one of the fish.
There's a transition for your age.
I could be
Nobody had to bait it in.
Pacific salmon.
Oh, you were being
fished.
Like
the salmon catch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
fair enough.
Doing well tonight, though, Uncle. It was a sunny day up in Victoria here.
Oh.
And
is it
that's
nice and warm? Oh.
It was quite warm. Yeah, probably about 40 degrees.
It's gonna be hot this weekend. They say.
Oh yeah, it's hot right now.
It's hot right now, actually.
It's very
Finally wearing shorts.
Yeah,
The dino, it's hot, man. This is getting.
It's been in the 80s. We're getting close to the 90s here. It's been warm.
Yeah.
Man, even at nights, it hasn't even gotten to the 30s for like nearly a month now. I don't think it's crazy, and this is winter.
Yeah.
It usually does that at least.
You know
It dips
why?
down at nighttime.
You know why? You didn't see a shadow.
Oh, the ground.
6 months left.
Of course.
No, it's 5.
6 months. Oh my God.
6 weeks. 5 weeks now.
So there's more winter.
4 more weeks now. This will be the 4 more weeks starting Monday.
So there's supposed to be 4 more weeks of winter.
Right.
That's a Pennsylvania thing.
No. That's the black hog. That's the down hog.
Yeah, I know. He's in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania.
I don't know where he's going.
He doesn't know what's going on here in Riverside, California.
He doesn't know and can't see a shadow. If he can't see a shadow, it's a little longer winter. If he sees a shadow, he can it'll be short.
That little whistle pig doesn't know what he's talking about. That's what I'm trying to say.
Whistle
He
pig?
doesn't know.
Groundhog.
Yeah, whistle pig. That's another name for a groundhog. You ever heard that?
Whistle pig. No, I never heard that one.
Whistle pig.
That's what the city of Whistler, which is a famous skiing city near me, is named after the whistling marmot. I believe it's a marmot.
Oh yeah, marmots make a racket.
Yeah, marmot.
They do.
Yeah. We don't got the score man in there yet. What about the score man? John, score man.
Oh, Ed.
Score man. I call him score man, not Eddie boy. Score man.
He might call.
We
Ed,
about this what we said in the beginning. He wants to talk more about these odds that we got in this football game, this Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, we should ask Robin. Robin, who's your team in this?
Who's your team in this?
I'm gonna guess. Is it who are the teams playing? Is it the Bengals and who's the other one?
The Los Angeles Rams.
Rams.
That's our team right there.
Oh,
That's our team right there.
Animal teams. I like that. That's good.
I just can't. Oh, go ahead.
Okay, you know, I really could not tell you anything more than that about these games.
Yeah.
I'm like the guy on. I listened to a bit of Chuck's show before Aaron's there, and the guy who watches it specifically just for the commercials, or the halftime show, I should say.
Oh wow, there's gonna be some wild commercials in this. You gotta watch these
kind of esoteric messaging is being promoted.
Yeah, that was Nature Boy who was talking about that on my show. But interesting, I want to remind everybody, though, that I do have a standing bet with Uncle. It's the Dirty Dollar bet. And, I am betting on the Bengals. And
He's
Uncle
got
has
the
taken the
Bengals
Rams.
And giving him 5 points. Even numbers here.
Oh, you gave me
spread,
5.
Point spread, I'm going to give him 5, even though the point spread right now, it has gone up.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
8 point something. 8 point something.
Maybe.
Can you give us the uninitiated any details about how well both these teams have done during the season?
They did very well.
Expected to be winning? Who's the favorite?
The favored team is the Rams.
The Rams are the favorite
To
team.
be sure,
They are the
team.
favorite. But
Bengals.
I have a feeling. I have some kind of feeling. When I looked at the names, I have a feeling we're going to be on the road. For some reason, I have that feeling.
On the road? We're at our home stadium.
Well, no.
What does he mean on the road? Yeah.
You mean on the ropes?
No, on the road, because if the away team gets to pick the coin.
Oh, you're saying technically the way they set up the game,
Right.
the team whose name you read on the left side is, and the team you read on the right side, one is home, one's away. I forget what that is. But
It's like this. It's the first team is at the next team. So, the first team mentioned is the road team. Then the next team mentioned is the away team, because it's that team playing at. Yeah. Oh, excuse me, the other way around. I just explained it wrong. The other way around.
Because it's gone that way. That way is the Bengals side.
Yeah.
We are the Los Angeles side.
Like it should
Because
technically
what I
read.
see on the screen, no. What I see on the screen in the names
on the scoreboard.
On the
On
scoreboard.
the scoreboard. Yes.
On the scoreboard, the names are like that. That's where it gets me confused.
Well, it should read. It should read like this: the Bengals at the Rams, because it's the Rams' home stadium, so they should be at home. It should read Bengals at Rams. So that's the way that goes. But as I said, and it is literally physically in their home stadium.
It's their home stadium. I understand that.
There might be some weird NFL rule though that Uncle's referring to that makes it so there.
I think
that's my point.
Consider an away team.
What he's referring to is that, Robin, what he's referring to is that one goal is, one of the uprights, that like weird thing that they kick the ball between. One side, one end zone is literally the home end zone, and one is the away end zone. And when they flip the coin, they also not, just get to choose who gets the ball first, but they also pick which side to defend.
And, like that too.
Yeah, so it's important to lay that out, especially because, Uncle, just so you know, we do have listeners in Canada, obviously, tonight on the stream. You hear from Robin. But also internationally, we have France, Italy, Australia, and the UK. And the UK.
Sounds like the significance of being the home or away team is something to do with the flip of the coin.
Yeah, well, in some way, because the away team always gets the coin flip.
Gotcha.
For some reason, that's how I've noticed it. That's what I've seen.
Well, they get to call it, is what it is. They get to say heads or tails.
Yeah, they get to call it, right.
And so...
Well, if you're a psychic, they must hire psychics for that job.
Well, but here's the other thing. Here's the other thing. When people start talking about home team or away team advantage, right? The Rams fans who are ostensibly supposed to be there. Well, not quite psychological. There's a physical element to it because you have to call signals, and if you can yell back and forth on the field, right? You can communicate. But if the crowd is too loud, you have trouble communicating.
That's where the 12th man and all that.
Yeah, exactly. That kind of thing. So Uncle's saying that there's kind of like some ways this could be seen as home team or away team, and there's different advantages and the coin flip and all of it.
Right.
It all becomes a factor, right, Uncle?
Based on the physicality of say the crowd cheering, that would be the LA would be at home in that circumstance.
Absolutely.
Well, should have home team advantage.
I know. Without it. Yeah. So this is all just.
This is minutia that we're talking about on ESPN Sports Line. But one question, Uncle and Aaron, have you guys been to any LA Rams games?
I would not. Believe it or not, I haven't seen a Rams game this whole year, but they have. They have seen Charger game.
We went to a Chargers game. I wish it was a Rams game.
I wanted to see the Rams game.
I want to see a Rams game too.
I was yelling for a Rams game, and here we are, and they're in the Super Bowl now.
It was kind of like. It was almost at like an afterthought. My wife was like, "Oh, let's go to the Chargers game," just out of nowhere, because she lived in San Diego in her younger life, and she saw many a Charger game, and she just decided one day, like, let's just go see a Chargers game. But we've been wanting to see a Rams game forever. We just haven't, which is annoying. I want to.
It is annoying because here they are, the champion, playing in the Super Bowl, new stadium. And I was dying to go see a Rams game. I didn't care watching a football game on the television. I wanted to see one live.
Real deal. It is different. It's crazy.
I know it is different.
Gone in the past, then?
Who?
You said you didn't see one this year. You've seen games of theirs in the past.
Not in the Rams.
I've been to lots of baseball games.
We've been to a baseball game.
A lot of baseball games,
but not there.
Rams. Okay.
Yeah, not Rams.
We got a question in the chat here by Creative Accidents, and this is something more I comment on. Is Uncle, have you been watching the Olympics at all?
Yeah, we've been watching. We've been watching that. There's this kind of exercise thing they have with a board and just ice. He's in this now, and he's actually going up, flip. come down,
You're talking about half pipe.
That's the
Half
snowboarding.
pipe.
Yeah, the half.
right down,
Yeah.
going right down the
That's the one
slide.
I've been watching too.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
used
It's good.
snowboard.
I think that's more exciting than the others.
Oh, you
Yeah, I
used
know.
to snowboard, Robin.
Snowboard?
Yeah.
What's
Before
snowboard?
my neck injury, when I was 22, I snowboarded probably for 10 years or more. My dad owned a sports store
Cool.
in
You
a
did?
small town, so I was able to get free snowboards.
Nice.
And
Oh,
so yeah, that was. There wasn't a ski hill within. It was about an hour and a half to any ski hill, but we
Sure.
did a lot of hiking in the back country and whatnot.
Oh, you did the backcountry kind where you'd hike up and then you'd ride down?
Yeah. So you get good exercise, but you don't get as many runs in a day. That's for sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You guys, the uncle or yourself, Aaron, do you guys ski or snowboard
Yes.
or anything?
Yes, I've done skiing and snowboarding. I did a lot of snowboarding back in high school. I started ski club in middle school, then I got into snowboarding more, and just recently was able to take the kids skiing too. So I love it. I love skiing. I love snowboarding. It's one of my things for sure. I love doing it.
Uncle, what about yourself?
I just went with them with doing the tuba.
Oh, you went
I
down.
sort of
A couple years ago, yeah, we did
go
the
into
tubing.
the
yeah.
tuba,
Uh-huh.
but get me on the feet. That's a problem. I can't balance it right.
How about water skiing? Have you ever water skied
Oh yeah, I water skied.
in
I've never
Florida?
done that.
I water skied in Florida.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, went
So that-
on the skis and went flying on a thing. Went
You
on that.
might be able to apply those skills to the snow.
Oh, but then it was big ski, and you put the skis on, and you're just sliding on the water. Put them in your feet, and it goes.
They have some
Yeah.
parallel, skills that you need. But yeah, I've been watching the snowboard events because I used to snowboard and pipe and the slope style, which incorporates some like grinds and slides, and then all the spins and flips off the jump, and then the half
Oh, yeah.
pipe where they're
Yeah.
going up and down the tube.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
on
that.
Sunday and Monday is the big air. That's actually what I'm looking forward to.
The big ear.
Oh, it's like
Yeah,
the
that's where they
skiing freestyle
do
one where they go off the one
trick off
jump.
one jump.
Yeah,
Yeah, and they do as big of a trick as they can.
that's
They'll
crazy.
killing
Yeah.
themselves.
yeah. It's amazing that they don't. It's crazy
Yeah,
the
well,
stuff they
Do you
do.
remember the Nintendo 64 game 1080?
Yes, I do. I do remember
And
that.
now guys are doing 1620s.
Yeah,
which
it
is
was a
like
cartoonish
five-
video game thing then.
five
Yeah, it's like,
focus.
oh, this isn't even real. It's a video game.
Yeah, that's right. They think nobody can do it. 1080. What are we doing here?
Uh-huh.
And now guys are doing 1620s. Is one of the tricks that some guy did in the other part. But Uncle, what other than the snowboarding have you been watching? Any? I don't watch curling. That's horribly boring for me.
Oh, I like curling.
Curling, yeah, we've been watching that. That there is really funny. To me, I just was sitting there going along. They're like they're sweeping. I can't
Yeah, the
understand
jump is
that.
up
I can't
well.
understand that game. What they doing? They sweeping? What are they sweeping? Here they are using a sweeping board. I'm thinking they're sweeping. They're sweeping. And,
They
and the
sweep.
thing's moving and goes with the
Yeah.
arm, and that's up. And then they use the sweeper. They're back with the sweeper again. I never understand that sport.
It's like shuffleboard on ice.
Shuffleboard.
Kinda
I
like
know
that,
what
yeah.
shuffleboard. Take the board and goes into the numbers, but this don't have numbers. They just slide.
See if I can explain it to you.
Yes,
okay,
please.
yeah.
Please.
Go ahead.
So there's the ice that they use in curling. So I did this in high school, and it's got these little kind of dimples in it. It's got special ice for sliding the rock,
Oh,
and the goal is obviously to get the rock into the bullseye, or as close to, or knock your opponent's rocks out. So the purpose of the sweeping is to either speed up or slow down,
Right.
because you're actually sweeping the dirt off of the ice.
oh, is that what it is? I was
They want-
always wondering what it
When they're
was.
sweeping, they're trying to speed up the rock, and when they stop, trying to slow it down.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
Yep.
At least somebody understands. I was ever trying to understand that game.
Crazy
I
how that
mean,
works, huh?
Yeah.
It's a little weird. It's a little weird.
Yeah,
I know.
It's an interesting way to do it for sure. Yeah, you see,
Yeah.
it's like, wow. This
There
is-
was the American and the Japanese, was he? Was it
Canadians
on
are actually very,
the
very
Canadian?
good.
The Canadian.
curling.
The Canadian.
It's a big curling nation. isn't
Curling
it?
nation they
Canada.
have.
We got ice. We got ice.
Yeah. Any sort of sports on ice, big up there. And
Yeah.
Winter Olympics is a good arena for the Canadians.
Huh. Probably not a lot of Jamaican curling teams.
No.
Just the bobsled team, famously.
Yeah.
Curling, I find I love winter sports myself. I mean, I come from a
Those
spot
last
where.
two games. Oh,
Huh?
Wait, what was that, Robin?
Last
I
two
think I
games.
cut out. Am I back here?
Yeah, we hear you now.
You're back. You're back.
Sorry about that. But yeah, I didn't. I heard those last two football games from last weekend or the weekend before were very, very, very good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, them both were
Semifinals.
last
Oh,
ones
yes.
in those football games.
Very good.
Back to it again. Is because they won all in 1 in 3 points or less. And that's came it very
Yeah,
interesting.
it came down to a field goal, and almost every single
Every single
playoff game,
playoff game was a 3 points.
Laces out. Laces out.
Oh yes.
Is that from Ace Ventura?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Einhorn is Finkel.
Yeah,
Holy Finko.
that was so
Finkel
weird that
is
the movie.
Einhorn.
Yeah, that
Oh.
to this day that's like bizarre to me. That's where that movie ends up, is him like saying that, and like the man and the woman is like, what the heck is going on here? This is a really weird way to
It
end
wouldn't
this
be allowed
movie.
to be made this day and age with the
Do-
trans
Do you
issues
know-
on the ether.
No way.
Do you know if you put the label on a football and you kicked it, you couldn't get a good shot? It would be no good?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You want,
Yeah,
you
the
want
laces,
the
you mean?
laces to be out.
Yeah, with the laces out.
So it is true.
In because
I'd
I've
like to
seen it
see-
happen in one of these playoff games. I've seen it happen.
Mm.
I don't know what game it was, but
You
they
might
were
have watched
on it.
that one that the movie's based on. Ace Ventura is based on. Uncle, you've been in the football game a long time.
And he kicked the ball. This in the playoff.
Yeah.
It was
Kicked the ball and it went this way. Remember?
Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, in the movie it's the Miami Dolphins.
No, in the
Now-
movie it's
now
Miami
our
Dolphins.
family
I'm
uncle.
talking about the playoff game that recently.
Well,
that
there's
when he
so
was
many,
making the turn, he turned the laces towards the foot,
yeah.
and when he kicked it, it's no good. It's no
You're
good.
saying
Went to the right.
There was a recent laces in controversy.
Yeah,
Oh.
and the guy sort of messed it up, and then made it. I don't know if it was into overtime.
Huh.
Yeah, it might have would have been into overtime or
guess,
something.
Time-
I forget.
Tom will tell if it causes him to get a sex change.
Sex change.
Yeah. Again, that Ace Ventura thing is so bizarre. It's a good movie, and then it just turns bizarre at the end. But I mean, Uncle, our family has made the claim. I've heard them say this that the Miami Dolphins thing in the Ace Ventura movie with the laces and the kicking the field goal and wide right or whatever is actually a reference to the Florida State Seminoles, who in several games for several years they did some sort of wide right thing, like they lost a few games with like going wide right or something.
That's right. They have.
And so
Bobby Ballin said every single game when they played the Hurricanes, every single game, they went left or right. One of them, you're right. I think he might have turn that. I wonder if I wonder Bobby would have thought, why don't you turn the label? And maybe you might get it in there straight.
The claim is that Miami Dolphins, it's a reference to the Florida team, which is actually a college team, not the professional team.
Yeah.
That's what our family believes. I don't know if that's true or not. Maybe.
It could have been.
Uncle,
I've got
go ahead, Robin. Yeah.
Go ahead, Robin.
I've got a friend who went to that school, and
Florida State?
I could ask him. He's all up on the Seminole history. I could ask him
Oh,
if he
yeah.
has
Yeah. Go
insight on that.
ask him when Bobby was alive, of course, but he's passed away now. But what I'm saying is, say if they ball changed out of the races, not towards the kick, ask him that.
Asking that.
Absolutely.
Now, Uncle, this is interesting. You have met Bobby Bowden, haven't you? When
I
he
met
alive.
him.
You met him.
I met him, yeah.
On several occasions.
Many
Several
occasions, yeah.
Many occasions, yeah.
I have the one I call Odell.
Odell Haggins.
Odell Haggins called me Big Dog.
Yeah.
And
He's still on the team, or he's still a coach on the coaching staff.
Yeah, he's on the coaching staff.
Mhm.
But it was so funny when we went on the cruise ship. We went to the beach once. Oh, you got to hear this. And he's saying, "Big Dog, he's drowning out there. He's drowning out there. I don't live there. He can swim." Yeah. And it was going on crazy. It was back and forth.
I
mean, it was funny.
So Uncle is describing a vacation, which was a Florida State Seminole cruise.
Yeah.
Which enthusiasts of the Florida State Seminoles could go on. When you go on it, you get to go along with the Florida State Seminole coaching staff. So you get to meet them.
Get to meet them all.
And so Uncle and I, actually, this is in the early days. This is just like maybe I had known you for a year or two at the time.
Yeah.
I wasn't married to my wife yet, but we were together. And we went on this cruise with you. And we were on an island and we were on the beach. And you swam very far out into the ocean or the Caribbean, whatever.
Yeah, the Caribbean out there.
And what most people don't know is how good of a swimmer you are, and you can.
No, they didn't know I was swim that good. Yeah.
And Odell Haggins, one of the coaches, just got freaked out. It's like, what's going on? And we had to go up and like, no, it's okay. He knows what he's doing. He'll swim right back at it. And he's like, it was really funny actually. So,
that was it. Funny. I get it.
He was being very protective. He's a really good guy. Odell Haggins is a good man.
Yeah.
We can vouch for him. He's cool.
Yeah.
He's a cool guy.
He is.
I find it funny, Aaron, that you're honeymooning with Uncle before your wife.
Well, she was there too.
They were all there. That was before the time that they got married.
Yeah.
Before they got married. This was
It was a family trip.
Yeah, it was like a family trip. Like
we've had a few interesting family trips over the years.
Must be a bit, how much did that cost? Was that like some? Or did you get it like a contest or something? Or
I can't remember. I can't remember how much it cost. It was actually cruising is weird, first of all, but it's famously inexpensive as far as that sort of vacation goes. Now I'm not saying it was cheap, don't get me wrong.
No, it was expensive. Room with me. We were gonna go, I think before it passed away though, we were gonna go this coming or the year before the COVID started.
You were going to go on another one.
We were going to go on another one, but that stopped because of that.
With the same group or like with the same?
It wasn't a Florida State one, was it? It wasn't a Florida. No, it was another. That's the cruising.
No. Well,
I went on
what? I went on two of them.
I will say my cruise history began with that trip I took with the Florida State Seminoles and Uncle and the rest of the family. I'd never been on a cruise before that.
He had. No, Sidekick has.
I know that you had been. You had been on
I've been on two, maybe on 2 or 3 of them, I think.
Yeah. You've done a few.
A few of them. And it was real interesting. But what I did in those cruises, everybody in the family, right? They gone to bed. But when we got out of the United States, they can do some gambling.
When you're on the water, gambling.
The gambling. We were on the water on the gambling, that's waters, and I'm sitting there playing the games, and they were having dancing. So I was dancing. I said, where's the family when they want to do with this action? Here they're on a trip, all out in the mood. Next morning, I'm in my room, recuperating, and they're saying, "Hey, look at Big Dog. He was dancing."
You made the highlight reel.
I
so
made
to
the
speak,
highlight reel to them people, because them people sleep on their vacation.
Well,
What is the point of going on a vacation if you don't do these things, sidekick?
The cruise like has these photo montages
Let him
of
do
like
the
the
rest.
activities that go on.
Right.
And Uncle was in a photo of one of the the dance parties that happened at night. And little did many of us know that Uncle was out partying at the dance until we saw the photo montage video playing, and everybody got a kick out of that, including, I believe,
Was
the
it
coaching
playing while you
staff.
were still on the cruise, or where was it playing?
It was during the cruise.
It was
it's
doing
just
the
like,
cruise
look-
on the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was on the boat. I just gone down to where it was, and of course they had food. Food all over the place. I think.
Oh, they have food absolutely everywhere.
Oh
in
yeah,
those
they had
things.
food all over the place.
You
walk,
went
there's
going
food.
for the food, and then you got caught up in the dancing.
Sort of.
One thing led to another.
You were looking for the cocktail table, but then you got caught in the conga line.
Done it.
One of those movies.
and then the next morning they turn on the television and they see me doing dancing.
Yeah, played on the little TVs in the room.
On
That's
the
right.
cruise ship news.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It was.
So it was a fun time. That was years ago. My gosh, that was a while now. Yeah.
Well,
Speaking of cruise ships, they've actually had, due to the COVID, they've had no cruise ships coming into Victoria Harbor, which is a big revenue stream.
Got it. Yeah. So they stop there, and then the cruisers come off and go into the city, right?
That's right. And there was a lot of this international tension, speaking hyperbolically, I guess, but because the U.S. Congress was going to pass a law that would allow cruise ships to. Was there some weird thing about like docking in a foreign port or something like that? And so to go up to Alaska, they would have to dock in Victoria or come to Victoria.
Victoria? They did?
Since the borders are closed, they couldn't do that.
Oh.
And so there's some type of dispute within the regulatory bodies of the cruise ship world, which is boring stuff.
It's cruising is a weird. It's one of those zombie industries.
What my sister did. She gone out of United States with Kitty. Neighbor, Kitty was her name.
So yeah,
and she gone in from Florida at the time, and went out of state, out of United States to go to countries.
I would say your sister's probably the motivating force behind getting the cruises going.
She is.
She's a big proponent of the cruise. Cruise advocacy.
Yeah, that's what they call it. Yeah. So she did that, and she was with a friend doing that. Then
some of those cruises that have bands associated with kind of sound interesting. Like there was a Weezer cruise.
Oh yeah. There's like a Megadeth cruise. There's all sorts of cruises like that. Yeah. And there's different, like, satellite radio has like the 80s station cruise and stuff like that. Yeah, there's a bunch of cruises like that.
It could go really fun, or it could be just absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
One of them, sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's all sorts of weird themed cruises out there that they've had.
They just said you go on a Scientology cruise. That exists.
Oh, well, yeah, that would make a lot of sense with, like, the L. Ron Hubbard naval theme and all that. Sea Org, actually on the sea, that would make a lot of sense, right?
Tying it back into the government hour, the secret society of the Scientology.
I think Scientology should start up their own cruise line, and then they have Sea Org work as the staff, and instead of paying them very, very little amount, which actual cruise lines do. They just pay them nothing, like they do, like they make them do for everything else. And so,
yeah, I'm surprised that doesn't exist. It doesn't. So.
Yeah, but now since this problem came with this COVID now, they've been shutting it all down.
yes,
And
it's
so
been
now,
shut down.
no one can go.
Well, they were kind of like big petri dishes. The people were getting
Yes.
COVID on they wouldn't be allowed off the boat for freaking a month or something. And all
They,
that.
they've cruises
too.
have always been like that.
Yeah,
though.
yeah,
Like, they've
that too.
always been super like
Yeah,
with any kind of sickness.
yeah. They said no, you cannot get off the boat.
Yeah, they'll quarantine you
They'll
if you get
quarantine
anything.
you right there on the boat.
Oh yeah, it's always
Yeah.
been like that. So with COVID, yeah, it's a
Spread
nightmare.
the COVID.
Yeah, yeah.
You did have to stay there if you had
That's
COVID.
where the term quarantine comes from. I believe they'd wait.
Oh.
Ships that were coming in with disease would have to wait 40 days in the harbor before they were allowed.
Right. There. Did you hear the king has COVID?
Which king are we talking about here?
You mean Prince Charles and the Queen?
Prince Charles.
LeBron James? Oh,
No,
no.
Prince Charles. Prince James. Prince Charles. What Chuck said.
Oh.
Prince Charles.
Oh,
He has COVID.
the one who may be king, you're saying?
Was
The
he
next
king yet?
There's an outside chance, maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
I think Queen Elizabeth is still holding the crown. Am I wrong?
Yeah, for
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
she's,
for now.
she's, as they say, she's not long for this world. Apparently,
Yeah,
she's getting up there in age. For goodness' sake.
Yeah, technically Elizabeth holds control over the office of the king via the crown as the queen at the moment. Yes.
Yeah, but he has COVID.
Yes.
I heard it actually heard that today?
Did you? Yeah.
This week? I don't think it was today.
I think they might,
I heard
have
about it.
enough money to get the proper medical care. So
But
Yeah.
what he did, he had it,
I would think so.
he didn't have it, and then he had it. I don't know. How can you have that kind of thing? Something like
I've
that.
heard that story before. Yeah, he's
That-
not the first one to have that happen.
We're definitely touching on some questions that people have had throughout this whole thing here.
Well.
I always
yeah.
think, speaking of the royal family, it's kind of a strange irony that was it Prince Charles? What was the guy who recently Prince Phillip died? Right? Is that right?
Yeah, Philip. That was
That was
Yeah.
the father. Yeah, he died.
The old man.
Queen's-
Yeah.
Old man.
Queen's man. And there's the famous quote that if you can look up, there's a Guardian article about it.
Oh,
and stuff,
yeah.
about him wishing to, when he died, to be resurrected or reincarnated as a virus that would reduce the population by a large amount. So,
Yeah.
so
Maybe he can start on his own son. Yeah.
I was saying that he died during a happy time for himself. So,
Yeah.
So you mean that he might have got it from his father?
That's a possibility too, but I can't speculate on that.
Well, if he had it,
It's thought.
I wouldn't saying that.
Yeah,
that
I
could
mean-
happen.
I mean, I think it goes without saying that the father, Prince Philip, would just be totally happy about his son contracting COVID because it's a virus, and he thinks that viruses are so cool. He'd probably absolutely love
Cool.
it that his son has a virus that could kill him.
Yeah, I don't think there's.
sounds like something he'd like.
Yeah, no, I don't
What's
think
that
that.
supposed to mean?
Right. Look, I don't think there's any evidence that he got it from his father because I don't think these guys really spend a lot of time hanging out, just for starters. But secondly, it's been interesting because of all the controversy there in the UK with Boris Johnson and whether he was having parties even though he was locking people down. And, well, okay, now you can't go visit the royal family because they've got COVID, which seems to happen often when heads of state and even pseudo heads of state want to go and run for cover. So I don't know, but that is interesting. Yes, he famously wanted to be reincarnated as a virus. Who knows? Maybe he'll be the next wave, right? Not Omicron, but this time it'll be the Prince strain. The royal.
There's actually the book as well. I kind of did a deep dive into this a little while ago, and the book that the quote potentially comes from is this book called "People as Animals," which was written by a lady. Where's her name here now? Fleur Cowles or Cowles Fleur, and it's with a forward. It says the cover here is People as Animals with a forward by Prince Phillip, and they would. The premise was she was asking, like, rich and famous and influential people what kind of animal they would like to be if they were reincarnated. That's what Prince Philip came up with, was that he liked to be a virus. But the book is somewhat expensive online, so I have not bought a copy of it. But
there's something to look up to there, Sidekick. One of your books.
Hey, I like those collectible books that cost way too much money. Yeah, I've got a couple myself. Yeah.
I recently bought a one of these e-readers. I won't promote any specific one, but because I've got a lot of PDF books, and that I haven't gotten to, and one I'm reading right now is Game of Nations by Miles Copeland. But there's not a lot of humor in it, so I won't get into it.
All right, let's hit that phone number up again, and let's get some callers on this line.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, what's going on? It's a bit of a skimpy night tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, this is very unlike the show. I see a few people in the chat room.
What are they doing?
Let's give a shout out to the chat room first of all.
What do we need a shout out? They never gave us a call back.
Well,
let's get them calling us.
We've got
chat
creative accidents in Twitch.
Come on, number two. Let's go, number two.
We've got
Club calling.
We've got Ruckus in the chat. We've got Riving XDW. I can't tell if they're a real person or not, but they're in there.
Have to shake up the phone lines.
We've got
some interesting messages in.
Yeah, I know Eddie won't be calling in because he's at work, but anybody can. 319-527-5016. I mean, unless Eddie sneaks away real quick and gets in a call, I mean, that's up to him, but I don't want him to jeopardize his job for sure. 319-527-5016 is the number to call in, and we've got, let's see, how many minutes do we have left, actually?
I don't know. You're the one kind of time.
About 10, 11, 12 minutes, something like that. So join in, be a part of the show right at the end here. Let's get Uncle over the hump, because right now Uncle is behind both me and Aaron for the night.
2, 3?
Yeah.
That's nothing.
There, yeah.
That's nothing. That's something. It was about time these two got some ahead of me for a change.
There you go.
Because I've been hanging these up and dry.
Yeah, you can't be can't win all the time, right?
Right.
People wouldn't want to participate.
Right.
Yeah, so call in 319-527-5016. Tell us your Super Bowl prediction. Tell us how dumb you think cruise lines are. We want to hear all this.
Yeah.
We want to hear all these stories.
And creative accidents would count as 2 callers no matter what show he calls. Just saying.
I know. That's why I said, where's that number 2 man? Come up there, Mr. Crazy Accidents.
I want to let all the Uncle historians know that I still have plans to come across these 3, some insane clown posse songs.
Songs
for the shirt contest. But I'm a little bit. I'm in Cooley's. I'm on Cooley's timeline with the tattoo. So it's taken me a little while to get.
I want to get 2 shirts from Mr. Sidekick here and Mr. Producer. Ben has been waiting for.
Let's.
I've been waiting on those 2.
Why don't we just give an advertisement for our own shirts here, Uncle? We have Uncle the Podcast tie-dye T-shirts. We haven't mentioned that in a long time.
Well, that and the other 2 things.
You want to support the show?
I want to buy 2 of the shirts. This guy's shirt and him.
That would be
producer shirt.
Yeah,
that would be the Ocelli Effect shirt.
I don't think anybody's bought an Ocelli shirt in a little while.
It's been a while on all of them.
I like to buy 2.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
cool.
to buy the.
Uncle's putting his money where his mouth is here.
Which, by the way, if I get a vote on the
ICP,
if I get a vote on the ICP song thing, Robin, let me tell you, it would be priceless to me if Uncle did "I Stab People" for the ICP cover. Like if he did the vocals on that, that'd be beautiful.
It's supposed to be a secret, and people guess what it is. So
yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, my vote doesn't count. I'm just saying it would be interesting if we got that one. I got many suggestions that would be great.
I might need to tap into your ICP knowledge just to find a song that would be recognizable enough to the masses,
Fair enough.
but also, obscure enough that.
What's this contest you're gonna do there?
Well, this is a contest that I proposed in December and did not follow through with, but yet of giving you guys an Insane Clown Posse song to sing, and then those who would guess the winner would get a T-shirt.
Oh,
No,
we've
the
got
devil
a
is
new
a phone
call.
caller
We gotta
here.
Go to this, Robin. This is important.
All
Maybe it's the
right,
Canadian.
who's on this line and where you from? Hello?
Jimmy James.
Jimmy, where you been?
I've been listening.
Oh, you've been listening. See? But I tell you, my Jimmy James always calls me.
He's been meditating, Uncle.
Oh,
Bet you didn't know that.
meditating?
He's been meditating since the government hour. Isn't that right, Jimmy?
Hello?
And
I'd like to be.
everybody's tied, Uncle. Everybody is now
I've
tied
been
at
looking
2.
for something.
Oh.
I lost something. Well, I thought something was somewhere and it ain't there.
Oh.
What would
Wow.
that be?
What would that be?
Well, it's a bow of prescriptions, if you really gotta know.
Description. Oh, not those pills.
Oh, I
I
thought-
have enough descriptions.
Yeah.
I got
Hopefully
things
they're
for my
not,
diabetic stuff.
necessary for life.
Okay, well,
No, not prescription. No, RX.
RX.
Gotcha.
Oh,
All right, well, yeah.
Well,
Okay.
well, we've been talking about all kinds of things here. I'm also talking about this betting odds of people betting on these football game.
Yeah.
Also,
Did you place your
Jimmy.
bet, Jimmy?
Jimmy,
Super Bowl.
No, I didn't bet, but no. I didn't bet, but I have a pretty good idea of who's going to win.
you have a bad idea. But who's that?
There's some interesting stuff going on.
I think
Huh?
There's some weird stuff in the chat room. I think it's mainly.
Number
Oh,
phone
wow.
call. Number
Okay,
3
let's
call.
go to
Hold
this.
on
Let's
there,
go to
Jimmy. Who's this on the line and where you from?
Caller.
It's the count.
Aha! My count calls me.
Count to make Uncle win.
Oh, he did it. He did it, Uncle.
I got 3 callers so far. This is the 3rd
There you
caller.
go.
If I get a
Thank you,
call.
Count.
What do you think about these games now? The Super Bowl coming up.
Super Bowl, I'm rooting for the Bengals, the underdogs.
No, he said, you're taking the Bengals.
He's doing it. He did
Yeah. You got to root for the underdog.
Got the underdog. I love that
So
because
now,
Root for
so
the
now
underdog.
we know
Count Pupper got to go for
who
the underdog.
we know who we know. If this is figuring right, we were discussing something here of how is the name, my producer was talking about it, about how the names became on the team on the road and team away. We're having that discussion.
Oh, gosh, we're doing that again.
No, I'm talking at the count. I'm
Count.
telling the count about it.
Count, please find us a way out of this. For
How do we
goodness sake.
get out of this kind of thing if it's the top or the bottom name?
Yes, how do we do that?
How do we figure that out?
You flip a coin twice.
Well, there you go, Uncle. That solves that.
We'll find real fast who the home team is. Real fast.
Oh, yeah.
After what you
I don't
just
think
said.
they're worried about
The
it.
coin
Uncle.
flipper.
I don't
The
think
coin
they're worried
flipper.
about it.
The coin flip. We'll find out who the home team is. Actually, really is an away team. That's how we'll know. I mean, that's the only way I
Well,
know.
Uncle, what is all this business? Whose house? Ram's house. Why they keep saying that? If it clearly it doesn't mean anything. If all it takes is a coin toss, and that is all out the window.
Yeah, I know.
That's
Why
what,
do
I
they
was,
bother saying that?
that's what I was saying about the noise factor.
Half the time, though, half the time when they flip the coin, half the time they prefer. They do. They prefer. The Rams
Isn't
prefer.
it very rare to have the Super Bowl in the city of the team that is in the Super Bowl?
Well, yeah,
Yes.
but Tom Brady
Yes.
won it once in his home stadium. Don't forget that. So it's already been done.
Last year, no less.
Yeah, last year. But it is very
that's right.
rare. So, whose house? Run's house. All right, I get it. Because they're picking up on that from the old, God, what were those movies? Breaking. Right, Breaking. Whose house? Run's house. All right. Anyway, if you ever watch the movie Dogma, you'll see them reference it too. So there's that. Hey, listen, there's only about 3 minutes left, guys.
Oh, okay. Well, Uncle, how are we going to close this out? Do we want our callers to give shout-outs real quick?
I should have shout-outs for him.
Okay, why don't we quick go to the count.
Go ahead, Count.
Count, who you got for a shout-out?
You got for a shout-out.
I'm going to shout out the Bengals. Good luck on Sunday. Win it all. You're the Tiger.
Ooh, there you go.
Okay. Fair enough, Count. Thank you for
All right,
calling.
Count.
We hope to talk to you again soon.
The dog going for
All
the
right,
cat.
good night.
Gotcha. Good night.
The dog going for the cat. Yeah. What do you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got, let's go to Jimmy. Jimmy, who you got for a shout-out tonight?
Oh, how sad for all the Vegas gamblers. Probably not much money going to be made. I think everyone knows that the Rams is going to have this. So I'll shout out to the future Super Bowl champions, Stafford and his Rams. Enjoy your 30-point victory.
30 points.
Fact, it went up 8.5, by the way, the betting. 8.5 latest.
That's the point
Latest
spread.
betting.
That's the official point spread, I guess.
Point
in
spread.
Vegas.
Point
I don't
spread.
know.
Yeah, it went up. It went up.
Okay, well,
I'll let you know that, Chuck.
We'll see. It's
It went up.
nothing's for sure. So I'm excited to watch the game.
It's
like
all
I
right.
said.
I'm locked in at 5 with you. So that's where we stand no matter what they do in Vegas, okay?
And then we've got, of course, Robin, who's been on the call the whole time. Robin,
Yeah,
who you want
Robin.
to shout out to?
Shout out to.
Shout out. I don't have any. I'll say shout out to springtime around the corner, and I'm a big fan of not winter. So shout out to spring. Going to be coming, flowers coming up and sun shining. So get out in the sun and enjoy it.
All right, take that, Punxsutawney Phil.
Yeah.
He doesn't. That little whistle pig doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm standing by that. And okay, thank you for calling, Robin.
Thank
We'll
you,
talk
man.
to you again, man.
Yeah, thank you for
Good to have you
calling.
tonight.
Have a good night.
Yeah.
Okay, so Uncle, we're our website, UncleThePodcast.com, at Uncle Podcast on Instagram and Twitter if you want to get the social media going. And yeah, we do have T-shirts, Uncle the Podcast tie-dye T-shirts. They go to support the show. Check those out, everybody. They're still available. And we have the Ocelli Effect and Age of Transition shirt, which you talked about too. So check those out at UncleThePodcast.com. You can find them. Uncle, why don't you bring us home for tonight?
Here's show 254. Bye-bye.
The official line, still according to thelines.com, is at 4, by the way. But who knows what will happen in between now and Sunday.